Hey, soul loves. We're here to do this astrology for the week. Talk about the big ass transits, how it's gonna affect you, your chart, the theme of the houses, and the collective. What's going on with the collective? So that's where we're at. This is the week of 18th, 19th. What is today? The 20th through the 28th. So our big thing is the sun's going to be moving into Scorpio on the 22nd. And we just had that full moon last week that was in Aries, and its energy tail, if you want to call it that, is connected to the solar eclipse we had in Aries on the 8th. Okay, so it started on the 8th and you finished up last week, whatever those seeds were that you were planting back on the 8th of April, whenever that was in Aries. Yeah, April 8th. It's right on my thing in front of me. So we just got through going through that energy. So this week's, is a little bit calmer. That energy probably kicked in some energy of I can do this and I'm ready, to take on the world, and the energy of that also bringing in some sacred magic for yourself. Okay. So where are we and what's going on? The sun's going to be leaving Libra and going into Scorpio on the 22nd. So we're going to be navigating some shifts and some subtle power dynamics. This week brings a powerful cosmic shift as the energy lightens up after being in the intensity of the last week's full moon that jumped back to that Aries eclipse. And with Libra season behind us, we're entering a period of introspection, emotional depth, and transformation guided by the sun's transit through Scorpio. Expect this week to feel like a transition from surface level socializing of Libra to the deeper emotional work that Scorpio demands. So let's see what all we have in store for this week. Mercury Trine Saturn. It's a call for disciplined thinking. Mercury is in trine with Saturn, bringing clarity to our thoughts and helping us make long-term decisions. This energy is stable and grounding, giving us the chance to look ahead and plan for our future with a disciplined mindset. Trines are smooth and harmonious. So this week, work with supportive energies, setting the stage for future success. And if you consciously engage with this alignment, you'll be gifting your future self a solid foundation. A lot of people don't connect these together, but lapis is a really good stone for with Saturn when you're working with Saturn stuff. So if you're setting up a grid or something, you might want to anchor it with some lapis or wear some lapis. Okay. Sun is square Pluto. Sun square Pluto. Power dynamics will resurface. At the same time, the sun is squaring Pluto, which is wrapping up its long stay in Capricorn before moving into Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's going to leave Capricorn on November the 19th. You all will never see that again in their lifehood. This at the same time the sun is square will bring old power dynamics and some deep-seated issues back to the surface. Whether these struggles manifest internally or externally, this week offers you the opportunity to reflect on how much you've grown since these issues first appeared. How did you handle? How did you handle these energy struggles in the past? How are you handling them now? This is a moment to pause and reassess and move forward with more empowered perspective. Venus, Trine North Node, faded connections, and harmonious relationships. On a higher note, Venus forms a harmonious trine with the North Node this week, aligning your relationships, values, and resources with a sense of destiny. You may feel like you're moving into the right direction, even if the path ahead you may feel like you're moving in the right direction, even if the path ahead isn't entirely clear. Trust that by following your heart and staying true to your values, the right people and situations will appear when needed. This is an energy where long term faded connections, whether in love, business, or personal relationships, come into play. Lean into this energy and set yourself up for future rewards. Mars sextiles Uranus. Innovative breakthroughs. Mars is the planet of action, and this sextiles with Uranus, the planet of motivation, prompting spontaneous ideas and breakthroughs. This alignment encourages you to think outside the box, take bold, inventive actions. If you're feeling frustrated or stagnant, this energy gives you the opportunity to channel that tension into creative solutions. Whether it's your financial life, your work, your personal projects, expect flashes of insights of how you move forward in a new way. The sun moves into Scorpio. Deep transformation begins. On October the 22nd, the sun officially moves into Scorpio, marking a start of a season focused on emotional intimacy, loyalty, and transformation. While Libra's season was about connection, balance, Scorpio brings intensity and the willingness to dive deep into the unknown. You may feel drawn to reflect on your inner world, uncover hidden truths, and work through the emotional layers that were previously buried. Scorpio demands that we look beneath the surface and confront what we may have avoided. And it's time to invest in your closest relationships, build trust, and embrace the change, both emotional and spiritual. The sun squares Pluto, facing inner demons. As the sun enters into Scorpio, it immediately squares Pluto, emphasizing themes of power struggles and control. This aspect may bring intense feelings to the surface, particularly related to your self esteem or how you relate to others. Don't allow external conflicts to erode your sense of worth. This energy asks you to reflect on how far you've come and remember it's not every challenge is a reflection of who you are. Sometimes it's simply the battles that are not yours to fight. Mars and Pluto opposition. Mars and Pluto's there'll be intensity peaks with that energy as we move toward the weekend. The intensity builds as Mars, the ruler of Scorpio, begins its opposition to Pluto, peaking on November the 3rd. This is a face-off between Mars and Pluto. It relates to black and white scenarios where emotional and external conflicts might arise. With Mars in sensitive sign of Cancer and Pluto in the strategic Capricorn, there's a tug of war between emotional needs and external responsibilities. You may find yourself navigating a power struggle or your confrontations either at home or in your professional life. It's not just time to push your will onto others. Instead, it's crucial to look beneath the surface and acknowledge the complexities and seek the balance of resolution. And on Thursday, we have a quarter moon in Leo coming up. So when we have quarter moons, especially with it being in Leo, it's going to be bringing relationships dynamics to a sharp focus. And the Leo energy is about fun and creativity and expression. But when paired with this lunation, it may reveal issues of possessiveness, trust in your relationships, whether it's friendships or romantic partnerships. Underlying securities or tension could come to the forefront. It's an opportunity to address these head on. Okay, so the conclusion of the week, it's a week for inner reflection, for growth, forward momentum. This week offers a mix of introspective energy, healing, the forward momentum movement as we transition into the Scorpio season. We're invited to look inward and to face the emotional, psychological aspects of our lives that we may have ignored. Venus and Mercury's supportive aspects help us establish long term stability in our relationships, our plans, while Mars, um, the intense Mars Pluto's opposition, forces us to confront deep power struggles. Use the time to reflect how far you've come. Make plans for the future. Lean on innovative energy. Mars and Uranus are providing. By doing so, you'll be setting yourself up for success for weeks ahead. Okay, so we are ready to start moving into all signs. As we move forward this week, the intensity eases, but the energy is still powerful with the sun transiting into Scorpio and bringing deep transformation and cosmic alignment with disciplined thinking, power dynamics, innovative ideas, and emotional depth. That's what the stars got all lined up for us, that those will be our inner reflection with it being in Scorpio. Okay, so we're getting ready to move into all signs. So here's my little public service announcement. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those things that make the little YouTube monkeys do their little bell dance. That all the monkeys work for me. Okay, that would be greatly appreciated. So I am Kimberly Crow. This is Celestial Juju. I am a Western astrologer using whole sign system for this energy analysis. So listen up to your rising sign. It's what your soul, your spirit, your human came to arise to be in this lifehood, and your sun is who you are in this embodiment. It's the light that you shine out to the world, and what is reflected back to you. It could be your career in your chart, and it could be a father figure, a male authority figure. Your moon is your emotional IQ. It's how you want to be nurtured and how you nurture others. And it could also represent your mother in your chart. So Aries, confidence and strategic moves this week. You're ready to make significant progress on an ideal or a project that's been in your mind, possibly related to finances or personal investment. Mercury Try Saturn helps you analyze your financial situation with clarity. You'll find practical solutions to long term issues. However, with the sun squaring Pluto, you may encounter some old power struggles in public or professional spaces. Reflect on how you've handled similar situations in the past and use your growing confidence to push forward. Venus Trine, the North Node, boosts relationships and partnerships, encouraging personal growth. And by the end of the week, Mars sextiles Uranus sparks breakthroughs in how you handle your resources. Taurus, strengthening bonds and facing challenges. This week is about focusing on relationships and self expression, deep transformations. The sun moves into your partnership sector, inviting deep connections. Mercury, Trine, Saturn will help you build strong foundations in your social and professional networks. However, you may face frustration as Mars opposes Pluto toward the end of the week, especially if projects or relationships aren't moving as quickly as you like. Patience will be the key. Venus Trine, the North Node, encourages you to think long term in shared resources or relationships, while Mars sextiles Uranus sparks new bold ideas for how you communicate. Gemini, financial focus and partnership dynamics. This week, the energy centers on your finances and how they intersect with your partnerships. Mars activates your second house of money, encouraging you to explore new ways to improve your income or manage resources. However, as Mars opposes Pluto later in the week, money or values may become a point of tension in relationships. Quarter moon could bring critical feedback, but Mercury Try Saturn supports clear, logical thinking, especially in work related matters. Venus trine the North Node helps you align with future partnership goals, and Mars sextiles Uranus brings sudden insight in managing finances to Cancer, passion, home, and emotional depth. Cancer, the sun's move into Scorpio brings creative, passionate energy into your week. You may feel the need to focus on your home life, your relationships, and your long term plans. Early in the week, Mercury trines with Saturn. It helps you solidify important decisions regarding your loved ones and your creative projects. However, the sun's square to Pluto may highlight old power struggles in your closest relationships. It's time to reflect on how much you've grown and decide how to move forward. Venus trine the North Node enhances your health, your wealth sectors, and Mars sextiles Uranus brings exciting breakthroughs in your social connections. Leo, home and self expression take center stage. Leo, this week is focus is on home and personal expression. The sun's move into Scorpio directs your attention to your home and your uh, foundational structures. You may feel the need to make changes that enhance your work life balance. Mercury's trine with Saturn helps you manage these shifts practically, but be prepared for potential frustrations as someone closer to you might challenge your plans. The quarter moon in your sign can make you more sensitive to criticism. Venus trine the North Node enhances personal relationships and creative expression, while Mars sextiles in Uranus sparks breakthroughs in your career. Virgo, mindset shifts and deeper connections. Virgo, this week's energy revolves around communication, your local environment, and your social connections. Mercury trine Saturn helps you focus on long term projects and partnerships, offering support and structure in your personal and professional networks. The sun's move into Scorpio brings attention to your social interactions and encouraging deeper conversations. However, the sun square to Pluto highlights tension between your passions and your values, asking you to reflect how far you've come in managing these dynamics. Venus's trine, the North Node, activates transformation in your relationships, while Mars sextiles to Uranus opens new ideas about learning future directions. Libra, values, resources, and power dynamics. Libra, the sun shift into Scorpio on the 22nd turns the spotlight onto your finances, self-worth, and long-term goals. Mercury trine Saturn encourages you to think practically about your financial future, while Saturn square to Pluto brings power struggles to the surface, especially around home or family. These are old issues, and you've grown. Use this week to reflect on how you can move forward in strength and grace. Venus trine the North Node highlights relationships, long term plans, while Mars sextiles to Uranus brings some creative new ideas to your career and your public image. Scorpio, renewal and personal growth. Scorpio, welcome to your season. It's all yours after the 22nd with the sun moving into your sign. It's going to focus your shifts to personal growth, values, and passions. Early in the week, Mercury Try Saturn helps you solidify your long term goals and structures for your personal life. Sun square to Pluto brings old power struggles to the surface, likely tied to your communication style or internal fears. Celebrate how far you've come in overcoming these issues. Venus's trine to the North Node enhances your overall health and wealth, while Mars sextiles in Uranus brings new breakthroughs in relationships and social interactions. Sagittarius, introspective and strategic growth. Sagittarius this week centers on endings and beginnings. Your values, Mercury trine Saturn, encourages you to reflect on foundations and long term plans, helping you strategize for the future. The Sun square to Pluto may stir up some tensions related to a dream or your support system, challenging you to assess whether these align in your future. Venus trine North Node pushes you to think about your future and shared resources, while Mars sextiles Uranus brings innovative solution to your daily work habits and routines. Capricorn, networking and boundary setting. Capricorn, this week highlights your social connections and long term goals. Mercury's trine with Saturn helps you build solid relationships with allies and networks, laying the foundations for future success. However, the Sun square to Pluto in your sign may bring up some old power dynamics, especially in your professional life. Venus's trine in the North Node enhances your home and family life, encouraging you to think deeply about your foundations. Mars sextile Uranus sparks new energy in your partnerships, bringing fresh perspectives on relationships. Aquarius, professional breakthroughs, home, life, and balance. Aquarius, your career and reputation take center stage this week. Mercury's trine in Saturn helps you evaluate your values and resources with clarity, giving you the insight needed for long term financial planning. The sun's move into Scorpio shifts focus to your career, bringing new energy to your goals. The sun square to Pluto may bring some hidden power dynamics to the surface, pushing you to reflect on subconscious influences. Venus's trine with the North Node enhances social connections for you, while Mars sextiles with Uranus sparks a breakthrough in your home and family life. Pisces, it's about exploring and transformation. This week's energy is about expanding your horizons, both personally and professionally. Mercury's trine with Saturn encourages you to think deeply about your values and how they align with your long term goals. As Sun moves into Scorpio, you'll feel an influx of energy to explore new directions and expand your personal convictions. The Sun square to Pluto brings up old power dynamics, but you're in a position to reflect on your growth and how you manage similar situations and challenges in the past. Venus's trine with the North Node enhances your career and your reputation, while Mars's sextile in Uranus sparks new ideas and some social connections. Okay, so let's move in. That's our all signs, and let's move into our energy transmission. Ooh, so breathe that energy in because this week, there's some energy that we can utilize to have breakthroughs and to enhance what we're creating as we're ending and finishing things as this year plays out. Okay, so breathe in the energy and we're going to disconnect from the distorted mind matrix that's out there. So we're the ones that plugged into it with our third eye because we were being nosy and we thought it had survival codes in it for us. So unplug from that energy and bring that in. That's your energy. It's the energy you sent out and connected to that. So pull that back and bring it back to you, back into your third eye to use for your own intuition. Breathe that in. Now drop into your sacred chamber and you will just know where that is. So just go there. Feel that energy as you step into this sacredness of all sacredness, holy energy that you are. Ooh, this is your inner world. This is where you can go to connect to your own inner allies to make it through these transforming times. So breathe that in, drop down all the way, bring the energy down through your central column into the core of Gaia herself, into her heart. So breathe in that energy and that connection to the love and the support that Earth herself has for you. So your Earth Akashic records are here. This is where for this journey that Earth holds on to the records for the life path of this embodiment. So you can ask to connect to those and see what's ready to be let go of and what's ready to activate in your lifehood. So breathe that in, feel that connection, feel the love and support. So we pull that energy back up through our body, connecting with any guidance of our own inner allies, with our own planetary guidance. And then ask to download anything new that you're ready to bring in. Or it could be something old that you're ready to bring in. So breathe that in.